Now, you can't say that this place doesn't keep it interesting for me. Yet another angle. So, since the reopening of the studio, I have to find again another spot that works with all the things I'm trying to achieve, which is to have my windows open, my Juliet balcony windows open, and my regular windows open, as well as social distancing. Guess what? Somebody's showing up at 5 o'clock. False alarm, sorry, that was UPS. Okay, sitting up tall. My name is Stephen Chang, so here we go again. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the four-digit ID code is 8096. Um, if you are working with any kind of special conditions, please make sure that you pull back and not overdo anything in terms of um, going further than you're ready for today. Today's class is open flow, is a level 1 and level 2. For those of you with tight hips, please elevate and sit up on a block. So I'm streaming on Instagram and Facebook for those of you who haven't watched this yet. Instagram and Facebook, I'm streaming, and then I upload the videos onto postings. And then I also have a YouTube channel, and it is Simha Yoga Lab. So the video and audio on the YouTube channel is much better. So if the screen is a little bit shaky on Instagram and Facebook, I highly recommend for you to move over to YouTube instead, especially if you're not actually streaming, right? And classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time, $5 is fine. Okay, sitting up tall, palms face up, fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Ground evenly through your seat, shoulders broaden, and with your lips gently touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. 3 ohms together, inhale. Om. 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 Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification. Purify the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Vihyandraha, Vihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongating through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. and then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Make circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds in the same direction. Chin back to center and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extending the legs forward, separating the feet. And turning your toes toward each other. And roll out. Draw in. Roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Take back to center, switch them around. And then back to center again, cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Take the arms up high, extend, first to the right on the exhale. Back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Center again, side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back to center, other side. And center again, legs forward, forward fold. And take it back up. Bend your knees, swing the legs back behind you, come to your down dog. And as you move around a little bit, okay, beginning to move the joints a little bit, hips, lower back. All right, take it back to your down dog. Inhale, forward into your plank. Exhale, all the way down to the floor, hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, almost all the way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, and then child's pose. Stretching your lower back, releasing your head, pressing firmly into the hands to press your weight back toward the heels. And take it back. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up to sky. 3-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick it up. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Extending the right foot back up, step it forward. Warrior 1. On the exhale, open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle. You can take the right hand directly to the floor. If that's difficult for your hips or your lower back, elevate and take it a little bit higher. Elbow to the top of the leg. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back. Plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. This time, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, almost all the way down. Lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms, if you have it. Bhujangasana, cobra. Bend the elbows all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Press back up into a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up. Step it forward. Warrior 1. Exhale. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. And then side angle. Left hand inside of the foot. Right arm up to the sky. Again, if you need to modify, it is your left arm to top left leg, right arm straight up. All the way back up, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank, and then lower all the way down to the belly again. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, almost all the way down. Lift up even higher, fullest extension of your arms in cobra. And then release all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Press back up into a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And then down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up. Step it forward. Warrior 1. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend up. Side bending to the left. Back to center, switch hands, extend, side bending to the right. Back to center again, wrapping hands back behind you. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, gaze upwards. Bow forward, devotional warrior. All the way back up again, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tipping your left hip back, right hand forward. Right hand can go to top of the shin or maybe further down the shin. Or if you have the full range of motion, right hand to the floor, left arm up. Triangle. Inhale, take back up. Reverse triangle. Bending the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extending left back up, step it forward. Warrior 1. Right hand, catch your left wrist, extend, side bend to the right. Take back to center, switch hands, extend, side bend to your left. Center again, warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, opposite thumb on top, lift upwards, gaze up. Bow forward, devotional warrior. All the way back up again, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Hand to the floor. If you have the full expression of the pose, modify with the hand a little higher or a little bit lower if you have more range. Triangle. Inhale, all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step it forward. Warrior 1. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist. 1 motion. Inhale, square back to center, lengthen, reach up. Bend front knee, press forward and twist. 1 more time. Square center, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting to the right. Lean forward, take the right arm behind you, half bind, left elbow to outer right knee for the twisted lunge. Take back up and around. Warrior 2, reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Left palm facing down and reaching forward. Of course, you can modify with the elbow to top of the knee again, as you did previously. Take it back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Left palm facing down, reaching forward. Inhale, all the way back up. Reverse triangle. And then bend the front knee, hands to floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extend the left back up, step it forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers, other thumb on top. Press forward. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist your left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. One more. Lengthen, reach up. Bend, reach forward and twist. Stay twisting. Release your left hand behind you for the half bind. Draw the left shoulder back. Lean the torso forward and right elbow. Outside the left knee. Twisted lunge. Take it back up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Left hand inside the foot, or again, modify elbow to the knee. Right palm facing down and reach forward. Take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Extended triangle. Again, modify as you need, or the left hand directly to the floor, right palm facing down and reach forward. All the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come forward into plank. Lower the knees down. Camel pose. Now, if you need extra padding, for those of you who have something to work with at home with a blanket or with a towel, please take it. Now, if you happen not to have any kind of blankets and stuff, you can just take your mat, fold it like so, and you've basically tripled up your mat. So this is a very nice and easy way to get that padding. And you just have to get up and then pull it back when you're done. All right? Tucking the toes under. There should be about a fist distance between the knees, and that will help you measure out roughly your hips width distance. All right, so your hands, your palms are behind you, supporting the lower back, and your fingers are rounding the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward to activate your quads, toes are tucked under. As you lift the sternum, your heart center upwards, lean the hips forwards as a counterbalance to lean the upper torso back for the heart opener and the back bend. So you're supporting with your hands to your lower back. Now, if you're pretty strong here and your back bending abilities are pretty good, then you can start to release your hands, reach back for the heels with your hands, and then to deepen the pose, you want to lift the hips, lean the hips forward, then broaden your shoulders, and perhaps if your neck is strong and healthy, you can drop the head back. Now, if your neck is not so comfortable to drop back, then keep the gaze looking forward, all right? That's pretty good too. All right? Make your way back up, and then walk your hands forward to hands and knees. Once you get to your hands and knees, take cat pose. Round the back. So doming the middle of the back up toward the sky as you take the chin toward the chest. This is your cat pose. And then gently start to release and take it back to your down dog. Inhale. Right heel up. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Stay in the low lunge, get into the balance, and take it up to the high lunge. Inhale, lengthen front leg to reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee. Then dip the left knee, take it all the way back up. So when you dip, you're not touching down. Dip the left knee, lengthen it back up. Dip the left knee, lengthen it back up. Now this time, dip the left knee and stay there. Then you're going to tuck the tail down and scoop the navel in. That's your pelvic tuck. Then reach the arms forward and round the upper back. Right? So this is very activating on your left quads, on your tail, your lower back, and your core. Right? I'm shaking a little bit here. All right, reach it back up, lengthen to release all of that. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side, and let's side bend to the right. So left arm up, right hand down, and side bend to the right. Because this gives you your legs a little bit of a rest as you continue with the work of the stretch. Take it back up. Other side. Take it back up. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up for your back bend. Come to neutral. Bend your knees if you need to, right? And then hinging at the hips to draw forward. So bending of the knees will make it easier for your lower back and hamstrings in particular. Then take the hands to the floor. Now, once you touch down, you want to re-lengthen your spine because oftentimes we already rounded the spine, right? So you want to re-lengthen. Then the best of your abilities, lengthen out the legs. And then on the exhale, hinge at the hips to take it further forward into your straddling forward bend. Then you can release your hands if you want to the floor. You can walk them out a little bit. You can walk them in a little bit. You want to take some resistance, maybe taking yogic toe lock, maybe grabbing the back of the heels and forward fold. Another option is to turn your hands the other direction and then use your palms as grippers. Walk your hands further back and then pull in toward the floor to deepen your fold. All right, taking any additional variations you want. I'll give you 5 more breaths. So either staying in that forward fold, or if you want to work on hip opening today, let's bend the left knee and tip the hips to your left heel, flex your right foot, and turn your toes upwards. So now it is a nice hamstring stretch and a hip opener. If you want to bow forward, reach forward and fold. Start to break, make your way back up, and take it to the other side. And again, you can stay relatively high and lifted, or if you want to fold. All right, so you do want to try to keep the right heel down here, and then the left toes rolls up toward the sky. So you're getting the back of the left leg and going into the hips. And then you're adding the forward fold for your shoulders, your arms, and your back. All right, let's break. Make your way back to straddling forward bend. If you're taking any other additional variations, start to finish up and come back. All righty, with your hands supporting, let the knees bend and the seat drops a little bit. Lift the upper back and the head, coming through a more straight spine, and then shift your back toward your heels. Use the strength of the legs to help you come up. Warrior two, reverse warrior. And then the hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come forward into your plank, lower the knees down. Second counter pose. Again, if you need some extra padding, take some extra padding. Right, just note that when the full in-studio classes are actually happening. Today, I happen not to have any students, but normally we're not using any props or my props in the studio. So if you would like to bring your own props, bring your own blocks, bring your own blankets or straps. Okay, again, the alignment, your fist in between your knees for hip width. Tucking your toes under, hands to your lower back, supporting your lower back, draw the elbows back, hips forward, and leaning the upper torso back. So options, stay here, reach for your heels like you did on the first side, or asymmetrically. Left hand to left heel, right arm up and back. You can stay in this back bend and just switch hands. If that is easy for you and you want to do it with no support, all right, wherever you are, start to make your way back up and then take it forward into your hands and knees again, and then round the mid back, dome the middle back up towards the sky, chin toward the chest, and this is your cat pose. So this is the opposite of your camel pose in terms of back bending, forward bending. So this is a nice way to release out of the back bend. You have to go slow into the forward bend, into the roundedness here, right? All right, start to come back. Make your way back to the down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left foot forward, low lunge. Raise the arms up high, high lunge. Inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee. Then dip the right knee toward the floor, lengthen it back up. Dip the right knee toward the floor, lengthen it back up. Dip the knee, lengthen. Dip the knee again, staying here. Then tilt the tail down, scoop the navel in, reach the arms forward and round. Right? Feel your quads, feel your lower back, your core, upper back, shaking a little bit. Release, come back up, lengthen out the legs. Bend the front knee, draw the right heel down, and open it up for warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. The side bend again first, arms up. Bend your right elbow, side bending to the left. Take it back up. Bend your left elbow, side bending to the right. Back to center again. Hands to the hips. Draw the elbows back, broadening the shoulders. Lift the heart center up, gaze upwards. And draw up to a neutral spine. Bending the knees if you need to. And then hinge at the hips to take it forward. And let the hands come down first for support. Once you have your hands, inhale, lengthen your spine and your legs. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, take it forward. And again, take your time to draw into your forward fold. You can take the hands to the floor as you did. Yogic toe lock, hands to the ankles. If you want to again, repeat, rotate your hands the other way, pull toward the floor to deepen the fold. Now this time, if you want to take other variations, of course, if you want to take inversions, take it. For those of us who want to go for some variety, but perhaps you don't want to go that far, maybe a twist is good enough. Right hand center, left arm up, left hand behind you. Switch hands, left arm up, left hand to the floor, right arm up into a bind, half bind, and twist. Release, take the right hand back, re-lengthen, and fold. I'll give you about 4 more breaths. And make sure when you're taking a forward fold that you're mindful about how much weight you press back versus forward, right? If you lean back too much, all the weight will be on your heels and you're overstretching your back legs. If you lean too far forward, all the weight will be toward your toes and you're just really not getting much of that back of the leg stretch, right? So you want to equalize the weight between the front of the feet and the back of the feet. And you can always just kind of look and see if you're relatively close to just lining up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you're looking for evenness, right? All right, let's break. Hands to the floor for support. Let the knees bend, seat drops a little bit. Lift the head and the upper back. So through that straighter spine, Shift back toward your heels. Use the strength of the legs. Carry up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back. Inhale one breath. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands and take the seat down. Extending the legs forward. Keep your left leg extended. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Janu Shashasana. Left hand to the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm up to elongate. On the exhale, slightly rotate to your left. Come forward, reaching the heart center forward with a neutral spine. So once you come forward to your maximum, without rounding the spine, right? Best you can. Then move your arm to grab your foot, your ankles or your shins, whatever you can hold on to. Then re-lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, take it forward fold. And then if you don't need your left hand to the floor for support, grab the other side of the foot and work more evenly into that forward fold. So you're leaning forward with the heart center, keeping a neutral spine, and then using the assist of the hands, pulling against your leg to deepen that fold. Begin to release, come back up, keep the legs as they are, and then twisting to the right. Take the right hand, reach it slightly further back, pivot to the top of the right shin, and then extend the left arm overhead for the left side stretch. And then threading the needle, left arm underneath your right. Now, you can sit the belly on top of your right thigh, so you don't have to come all the way down. And then keep the resistance of the right hand, bend your right elbow, and get low enough so that you can draw the left hand to the right side. Use your hand pressing against your mat, and then lean into your left shoulder. So it's a very nice left arm, left shoulder stretch, left upper back. And then as you dip down further, it's a nice lower back stretch as well. So you don't have to dip all the way down. You may be sitting your belly on top of your right thigh, and that's a nice way to support. I am getting a really nice left shoulder stretch, the lower back stretch here. All right, take it back up, re-extend, take the seat back down. All right, Marityasana. Left leg extended. Step the right foot down. Now, you should have a fist distance between your left leg and your right foot. And you want the right shin to be vertical. So if your right knee tends to fall out to the side, I want you to think about drawing the knee in toward the midline, so toward the right shoulder. All right? So you're sitting on the left leg and the left seat. But notice also the right seat can come off the floor, and that is perfectly fine. You are tilting toward left a little bit. Left hand to the floor for support. Right arm is up. Reach forward. Grab your foot, ankles, or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine. Square up your shoulders. And to the best of your abilities, forward fold. All right, so you always have to check. Is the right knee falling out to the side? If not, and coming in toward the center, then you're nice in the alignment. Now, if your hips are really tight and having that one fist distance is still a little bit too narrow for you, you can go a little bit wider than one fist. You can go up to like maybe 2 fists, or you can turn the right toes out at a slight angle. And that will give your right hip a little bit of a rotation so that it's easier for you to take the forward fold. And take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Right hand behind you. Wrap the left arm around your right knee and twist. Take it back to center. Counter twist, pressing the right arm to the inner right knee. Option for those of you who are arm balancers. Try to keep the right knee making contact with the right tricep and the left leg shooting out to the right side in your arm balance. right? So you're just taking your, right, Marichyasana, right, and you're rotating to the side. So you're taking from a vertical line into, right, a horizontal line. Right. Take it back to center. Extend the legs forward. Let's bring the body back into left and right symmetry. Inhale, raising the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Now, once you get to a certain point in the forward fold, right, you can start to move your shoulders and your arms to grab your feet, ankles, or your shins. And again, the integrity of the spine is try to avoid rounding and shrugging in your forward folds, but instead, lengthiness, neutral spine, and then working with the depth that's available for you today in this moment. Right? And all that is conditional. Right? If you're feeling a little bit tired, right? A little bit tight because you didn't sleep very well or you overslept. Or you had a weird positioning, right, overnight, or even during the day you were sitting a little bit weird. So all of those could be contributing factors to how deeply you can fold in any of these poses, right? Or deeply you can work in any of these poses. All right, take it back up. Janu Shirshasana on the second side. Right leg extended, sole of the left foot, inner right thigh, right hand to the floor for support. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Now think about this left thigh pressing downwards, right? That's part of the support structure. Slightly rotate to the right, lean forward, best of your intentions with the lengthiness of the spine. Grab the inside of the right foot, re-lengthen, realign, and then forward fold. Now, once you get into the forward fold and you are okay to release your right hand away from the floor, then grab the outside of the right foot with your right hand, right? And then working a little bit deeper into that fold. Now, again, think about not lifting the chin, but instead looking down and think about a neutral spine from the top of the spine through the tail. Okay, so it's all just kind of like through your mind's eye that you're looking at these types of alignment. If you're a little bit off that lengthiness, that's okay, but the intention is there. Right? Just make sure you're always thinking neutral spine in these forward folds. Come back up on the inhale, exhale, twist to your left. And take the left hand, walk it slightly further back, lift up onto your left shin. Lift the hips up, reach your right arm overhead, and take right side extension. And then threading the needle, right arm underneath the left. So again, you don't have to flatten all the way to the floor. In fact, I kind of like it when I rest my belly on the thigh and then use the right hand reaching to your left to deepen the twist. And then as I reach my right hand to your left side, I start to draw the right shoulder down and twist. So I'm getting a really nice right arm, right shoulder across the upper back, shoulder blades on the right side, and then the lower back throughout this twist. Release. Take it back to the extension, and then take the seat down. All right, and then step the left foot down, Marichyasana. So there should be 1 fist distance. However, if your hips are tight, you need a little bit more. Maybe go a fist and a half, maybe 2. Also, the other option is turning your toes out, right? So when you turn your toes out, the left knee, left thigh turns with you, right? So your femur turns with you. When that happens, the rotation happens from the hips, and then from that rotation, it gives you a little bit more space to go forward, right? So if your hips are tight, you might want to take the option or walk your feet a little bit wider than 1 fist distance. Maybe it might be 2. All right, wherever you are, you're sitting on the right leg and the right seat. Left seat comes off the floor a little bit, and the left shin vertical. Right hand to your floor. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward. Grabbing the inside of the right foot. Re-lengthen. Square your shoulders and work from there to fold. Be mindful that the left knee, left thigh does not roll out too much. Keep drawing toward the center. I would love to flatten with a perfectly straight spine. For me, this is a difficult one. I can get to about here without rounding. All right, let's start to make your way back up. Left hand to the floor. Wrap the right arm around your left leg and twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Right, so some of you stayed here, right, with your neutralizing twist, your Marichyasana. Those of you who took into arm balance. So think when you're taking this twist here in a vertical line. If you took that and you made a horizontal, that's what the arm balance is. Left knee stays to the left tricep. As you lift up, pick up the right leg. All right? Again, extending both legs forward. This time, let's take the soles of feet together, knees apart for your Baddha Konasana. Grabbing the ankles, sitting up tall. Try to take the knees to draw downwards the best you can for the hip rotation. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, if you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs to get a little bit more resistance and hip opening, go ahead and take it. Release, take it back up. Draw the knees up, step the feet down. Support with the hands behind you, pivot to your heels. Step the feet wide about mat's width, and then inner rotation with your knees toward each other. Right? So in Baddha Konasana, you're taking outer rotation, and this is inner rotation, the opposite direction. Release, cross your shins, roll forward, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Crescent moon, step the left foot forward, right knee comes down. And here is where you can take padding again with your blanket, with your towel. If you don't have any kind of cushioning, you can take your mat, roll it right side towards center, and you've doubled up your mat. Very nice way to get some extra cushioning, right, if you need it. If not, take the right knee down, hands to top of the thighs, lunge your hips forward, get into the quad stretch. Then press your hands into your thighs, lean the upper torso back, and think the belly away from the thighs. And then once you stabilize here, if you're ready, arms up, Venus Mudra. So as you move the hips forward, you're lengthening through your mudra up and back. And then with that length, you're taking also into a back bend. So you want to find that length before you back bend, right? Otherwise, you're going to dump all the weight, all the back bending to the lower back. All right, let's take the hands to the inside of the left foot. And here we go, turning your left toes out. When you turn your left toes out, remember in the seated position, in the Marichyasana, if you turn the toes out, the left thigh also turns through their foot, and that goes into the hips, right, from the femur. And this might give you a little bit more space and openness to come forward into your lizard pose. All right, so once you have the foot positioning, left foot turns out 30 to 45 degrees, left thigh, left knee also turns out roughly the same angle. Then walk your hands forward about a foot and lower your forearms. And And then lean forward into the hip opening. Perhaps you might even want to take two fists and rest your forehead here. And just sink into it. Now, what's important is that within our vinyasa practice, right, that we have a nice balance in what we do. So maybe earlier in the practice with the vinyasa, we did lots of movement and heat building, right? So that movement helps to loosen up the joints and loosen up the muscles so that when we get toward the end, which is about now, a lot of the flexibility poses come in now. And we can really take in the benefits, right? By just kind of sinking in quietly into these poses. All right, let's break. Lift the back up, supported with hands. Now turn your left toes back forward first. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the back toes. Lengthen the left leg and fold forward. Now, if your right foot is way far back, right, and you're feeling like you don't have a lot of support and you're going into a split that you're not ready for, then hop it in a little bit. By shortening your stance, you're going to feel a lot more stable. Right? So you're looking to lengthen your left leg, elongate through the spine, and hinge forward from there. Bend the front knee, ground the palms, raise your left leg up again. Left knee comes in, pigeon this time. So again, same angling. Left knee, left thigh, angles out to side, 30 to 45 degrees. You're standing on top of your left shin. Inch your right knee back, lower the hips as far down as you can, extend the right toes back. Then walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Once you're nice and level and the spine is straight and you feel pretty balanced here, then you're ready to take it forward into the forward fold. You can be on your forearms, right? If you're a little bit less flexible in the hips and lower back. Or take pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. Again, here is your time. If you want to just work quietly into your folds, take it. For those of you more experienced and you have variations within your pigeon, go ahead and start playing with your variations, right? So your option to stay here if you want to work on something, right? You can simplify by maybe wrapping the hands back behind you and take a heart opener. You can take a side stretch. Right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. You can go the other direction. You can bind hand to foot. So take the left hand to the floor for support. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your right hand. Grab the outside of the foot. Now, once you have the foot, you want to kick the foot back in space. And the foot should be roughly lined up with the right hip. So shooting straight back behind you and not inwards. When you go inwards, you tend to fall to the left side. If you kick back and outwards, you tend to stay balanced toward the center. Once you kick back far enough, you might be able to leverage to raise your left arm up. Right? So that's your mermaid within your pigeon pose. All right, let's start to break. Walk your hands back in, tuck the back toes, and press back into your down dog. Walking it out side to side. All right, second side. Raise your right leg up. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Left knee comes down. Crescent moon. Untuck the back toes. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. Actively lunge forward to get into the stretch of the quads, into your hips. Line up the right knee over the right heel. So the front heel should be flat to the floor. Press your hands into your thighs. Lean the belly back, lean the upper torso back, and gently start to look upwards from here. So as you take this crescent moon, right? So this is your back bend. Once you stabilize, now you're ready to take the arms up. Okay, so once you take a few breaths there, continue to work through your variations, right? So some of you maybe wrap the hands back behind you, side stretched, one side or the other. And then the same thing here with your mermaid binds if you want it. Otherwise, you have 3 more breaths here in crescent moon. All right, when you're ready to break, take the hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out 30 to 45 degrees. Your right thigh ends up turning out roughly the same. Then walking your hands forward about a foot and then lowering the forearms to the floor. And just lean forward. Right? And for those of you who took it, even with the hands into fists and resting the forehead, all right, let's release. Make your way back up. Turn the right toes back forward. Frame your right foot with your hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Right? You can start to step the left foot forward already from there so that you can comfortably lengthen out the right leg, then support with your hands, re-lengthen your spine, and then forward fold. So you're looking for the lengthening of the back of the right leg in particular. So it's the right hamstrings, the calves are getting a lot of that work. Bend the front knee again. Ground the palms. Kick the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Pigeon. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Right? So you're on top of the right shin. You're in a pointed toe position. Right knee, right thigh angles out to side, 30 to 45 degrees. Into left knee, further back. Untuck the toes. Walk the hands back. Elongate through the spine. And once you are set, then make your way forward. You may take your time to settle into the pose. All right, those of you who are going for additional variations, maybe taking your hands back behind you again for the bind. Maybe you side bending to the right, side bending to the left, or hand to foot binding in your mermaid. So again, try when you kick the foot back, straight back, kick it straight back. Try not to fall inwards. If you fall inwards, you're going to fall to the right. If you kick it back, you're going to draw the torso back to center, giving you a much better balance. 3 more breaths. Alrighty, when you're ready, press it back to your down dog. Tuck the left toes under, lift up, and walk it back to the down dog. And start to step the feet forward toward your hands, and take the seat down. Extend the legs forward. Let the hands support you, sliding the hands out to lower onto your back, Left knee comes in, left arm stays out to a T, and twist to the right. Take back to center, switch legs, switch arms, twist to your left, and then back to center again. Hug the knees in, and step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward, Shavasana, find a relaxation. And begin to draw the breath back in. Start to move the fingers and toes, reaching the arms overhead, stretching opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. Let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Om. Hands together in prayer. Bowing forward, sealing the practice. Come up, namaste. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your practice with me today. Again, my name is Stephen Cheng. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096. Classes are $10 and $5 if you're having a difficult time right now. Please do the best you can. And so again, I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and they're uploaded as posts. Then I also upload the same videos to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. And if you're not actually streaming with me, or if your videos are a little bit shaky on Instagram and Facebook, please go to YouTube instead. The quality is way better on there. All right, thank you again. Be well. Take care. I will see you soon.